In this one, I'm going to be going over some tips and techniques for running wiring in your home. Now, I must admit that I originally shot this video several years ago and never uploaded it to YouTube, particularly because I wasn't happy with the overall video quality. Now, a question that I see coming up frequently in the video in which I showed you how to add a neutral wire to an existing electrical box is how did I add the extra piece of wire into the wall to complete the circuit? Now, if you haven't already seen that video, I suggest you watch that one first. I'm going to put a link down in the description and also on the screen. Check that out and then come back to this one, and I think it'll tie everything together and make it much clearer. Now, the video you're about to see is segments from a demonstration I did about how to install recessed lighting in a room that does not have attic access. Now, this isn't that entire video, but what I went ahead and did was take bits and pieces out of it that I think can be helpful and hopefully answer that question a little bit better so it doesn't keep coming up. So I'm going to jump right to it here. I'm going to show you the segment of video that is missing from the neutral wire video that I think everyone's looking for. This is how I ran the new piece of wire from the switch box up to the ceiling. What I did was remove the switch from the existing box. I then took a fish tape, fed that up through one of the knockouts in the top of the box, through the wall to an access hole that I cut up near the ceiling. What you'll then do is take your new piece of Romex, attach it to the fish tape, and pull it back down through the box, and that's how you do this with minimal damage to the wall. Here's just a close-up of that access hole that I cut in the top of the wall near the ceiling. I made it big enough where I had access to both top plates and also the inside of the wall underneath them. You can see I also cut a hole up in the ceiling so I had access into the ceiling with the wire as well. I then took a spade bit. I drilled up through both top plates on an angle to get the hole started. I then took the spade bit perpendicular to the bottom and I hogged out a section there so the wire can sit in flush. Next, I installed two nail protector plates, one on each piece of wood, and that served two purposes. It prevented the wire from falling out of the hole, and it also protected it from any nails or screws in the future. Wanted to give you guys a shot of the hole that I cut in the ceiling to run the wire from one side of the room to the other. Best piece of advice I can give you here, make this hole as small as possible. In my case, I made it just big enough to stick my drill up in there to drill through each one of the ceiling joists. Also, make your cut as clean as possible as well. It'll make patching this a lot easier when you get to that step down the road. Now, an alternative if you need to get the wire lower on the wall rather than up towards the ceiling will be to remove the baseboard molding from the room, cut the drywall, and then you'll be able to drill through the studs in the bottom of the wall. What I then recommend you do is get some nail protector plates and install one at each of the hole locations. You can then come back with a larger piece of trim, which will eliminate the need to do any wall repairs. I have other videos on my channel associated with the drywall repairs of this job, and I'll put links in the description and also at the end of this video so you can check those out. Well, that's pretty much going to wrap it up, guys. Again, not one of my best videos, but I wanted to touch on a couple of these subjects that keep coming up in the comment section. As I've stated in the past, if you're not comfortable doing this type of work, please hire a licensed electrician. Hope you found the video informative. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great day.